gentlemen, welcome! My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Game, and welcome to Pathfinder Curse of the Crimson Throne, the Pathfinder 2nd Edition, which features these wonderful, incredible, and talented individuals who we haven't seen since last year. Ha! I made the joke first this time, and no one can prove otherwise. Welcome in. Guys, these are my Patreons. These are the people who help support the channel, keep me alive and well-fed. And they get to play in this this wonderful game that we have set aside for you guys. Today, say hello, everyone, to the folks at home.
Hello. Hello.
Yay! Oh, everyone's a little quiet. Let me bump that up a little bit. All right, now, guys, if you don't know what we're doing, we are playing a tabletop role-playing game. This is a role-playing game in which my players take on the role of the protagonist of an adventure, which is Curse of the Crimson Throne, that has been written by Paizo for the Pathfinder 1st Edition game set. I, the Games Master, have converted our Pathfinder 1st Edition adventure to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, which is the updated version, and even further still, we have upgraded to Pathfinder 2nd Edition Remastered with these characters as well. We haven't seen the Curse of the Crimson Throne team for a little while, so there have been a few upgrades. We are doing our best, so if there are some, like, janky little hiccups here and there, please forgive them. This game's being converted, like, 3 times a session. But, of course, the things that happen in the world, the encounters, the NPCs, they're all run by me, and of course, with some support from our fans at home. But more on that in a little bit. Before we kick off, let's take a quick moment to thank our sponsors for the show. Guys, we have so many people that we'd like to thank, and let's start by thanking none other than Hero Forge. For the wonderful artworks you can see on stream, all the tokens are made in Hero Forge. All the animated characters you can see on the side of the screen are also done in Hero Forge as well. It is a 3D model making software that allows you not only to help bring to life some of your most amazing character ideas, but also a 3D printing service that allows you to print 3D models for your for the use at home. Now, guys, I very recently made a video, which will be released very soon, on my review of the Hero Forge miniatures and their printing process very recently. And I've got to say this: the 3D printed minis are beautiful. The color printed minis are beautiful, but the 2D acrylics that they have, holy crap, guys! For like the price that you get them at, it is almost insane for you to not get yourself some acrylic minis of your favorite characters and stuff like that. It is so good. They're so beautiful, and I am deeply in love. The moment that they allow you to stop playing around with the size changes for them, I'm sold. That's it. I'm changing completely to acrylics. But anyway, I digress. That's just my little rant there. But yes, Hero Forge. Go check it out, heroforge.com, and start building your own heroes today. Next, of course, we have Sirenscape for the wonderful sound sets that you will hear throughout the course of today's session. These sound sets help bring to life my games as we play, and feature an incredibly robust sound library of noises, such as the sound of celebration. Sound of celebration. Woo! There it is. I pressed it twice.
That was a little louder than I was expecting.
I thought it was the sound of silence at first.
Look, I pressed it twice. The first time it took a little while, and it was like, hey guys, I think he did something. What? I think he pushed a button. Did he? Yeah, I think he did. Which button did he push? Oh, shit. Oh, he did it again. Huzzah. Does that mean he wants 2 huzzahs or 1? 2, obviously. Sorry, I'm having an argument with no one. Anyway, so Sirenscape got full of sound sets that bring your game to life. Not only just sound effects, but also the sound of cool music, such as a sad, spooky asylum, if I want to build ambience of somewhere dark and creepy, with horrible scratchings that seem to come from all around. And suddenly bees! Because why not bees?
Crazy bees are the worst kind.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, crazy bees and innocence in them. You can have, there's just so many really, really cool and amazing sounds that you can use to make your games really pop. And yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. And the subscription's not that bad. I think it's like $50 for like a year subscription. And if you play nearly as much as I do, yeah, definitely a goer. And lastly, of course, Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice, because, hey, VTTs do a lot of legwork when it comes to the rules and the maps and all this other cool stuff, and Fantasy Ground is my tool of choice. There are some people out there who have mastered the use of this, and it is just a wonderful and incredible tool. I have it very basically being used, with every now and then being fed some information on some new cool features, and I appreciate them. I appreciate what I can do with it, and yeah, do what I can with it. All right, let's take a moment now to meet our characters that are being played. And guys, I'm going to give you the opportunity to tell the audience anything you would like to about your character. This could be absolutely anything. Your history, your backstory, your whether or not your character did Pilates when they were a kid, whatever. Anything you would like to. Let's start in reverse order. Because I feel as though I just want to, because I can. Starting with none other than our undead paladin, or champion, should I say, our undead champion, Mercutio, played by the wonderful Marcus, the DM.
Oh, we go backwards. Okay. Yes, I'm Marcus. I'm playing Mercutio, undead champion who is kind of going through some things. His sword kind of broke when they visited this new town, and he definitely wants to find out what that's all about.
All right. Next on our list, playing the role of Agnes, our psychic summoner character, is none other than the incredible Laura Bones.
Hello, Happy New Year, everyone. Yes, Agnes. She's a psychic. She's a mom, and she's also been ripped away from the city. And a handsome man, Dan, and all she wants to do is go on a date, and calamities keep occurring.
They really do.
Mm-hmm.
They very much do. But one day, we'll get it. There'll be this epilogue of you finally being able to go on a date.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, playing the role of Dante, our kitsune druid, is none other than our friend Rykon.
Hello. Yes, I play Dante, the Kitsune Druid. He is taking himself as pretty much the medic of the squad, and has traveled with these guys. How long has it been since we started?
Probably
this group
about 6 to
in-game?
8 months, I think, in game.
Yeah, as Marcus just disappears. But no, yeah, 6-8 months with the group, gotten through quite a bit of things. Some of them almost killing us. One of which is a Tarrasque from the inside.
Yeah, it's true. You did fight a pseudo Tarrasque from the inside. That did happen. All right, and next on our list, playing the role of Quinn the Investigator, is none other than our dear friend Aya Janasi.
Hey, Michael.
Hi.
Hey, everybody. I play Quinn. She's an investigator by class and by trade. She's never done Pilates. Never done Pilates.
Never done Pilates.
Fell in with this crowd. One second I'm rescuing puppies, the next I'm fighting some ghost bear. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
The legendary ghost bear.
Also fighting a dog at one point and almost TPKing because of it.
It's true.
That was our first encounter. We didn't even get in the door.
It's very true.
We got killed by the dog.
Look, sometimes things go well for my group. Other times they do the other thing. Thank you very much, Iron. Next up, of course, we have none other than the one, the only Malakisa, playing the role of Holly, the champion of Asmodeus. Sorry, not champion, the cleric of Asmodeus.
Yes, cleric. Hello, everybody. So a little bit of background on Holly. Whenever she had any free time or whenever she was able to make free time, she would spend time with the family's master of hounds, and she helped raise the puppies that would eventually turn into the fairies' fairy mounts.
Very nice. I like that.
And this is Sabbath.
Yay. There we go. There, adjusted so we can see more of you. All right. And last but certainly not least, playing the role of Padrick the Gunslinger is none other than our dear friend Twiff.
Yes, so Patrick is a half-elf spell shot gunslinger who, before he got kicked out of wizard school, was going to become a wizard, and his predilection for crafting alchemical potions actually came about during his freshman year when he was trying to figure out how to make moonshine in his dorm room.
Fair. I like that. I absolutely love that. All right. Now, guys, the last thing I want to bring up just before we kick off with today's game is, of course, our biggest sponsor and the most important supporter of the channel, and that is you guys in chat. First of all, thank you so much for donating your time and being here. Just by being here, you earn channel points, which can be used in the chat down there for a number of different effects and cool things that happen throughout the show today. Things like insight bonuses to help give our players clues, divine interventions for rerolls, a whole bunch of cool stuff that is all listed down there. In addition, for those of you who feel so inclined, there are a number of monetary donations that you can use to help support the channel and keep us working towards our current goal of getting to Gen Con. Boom, boom, boom. It's right there. Gen Con. Yay! Which, yes, I will be at Gen Con later this year as well. Now, for $5, you can award a red marker to one of our players or a purple marker to me. These are hero points and jinx points. Hero points can be used to roll with advantage, petition the GM for nonsense that isn't within the rules, stave off a killing blow, whereas a jinx point can be used to counter a hero point, make things more complicated, or have a monster roll with advantage. So there you go there. For $10, I will draw from one of two decks. This will be a deck of your choosing, either a heroic action deck, which will give a player of your choice a unique one-use heroic action, or a deck of plot twists where you can generate a random plot twist that will impact the game as we play. For $20, you can give someone the coveted golden natural 20, which is, of course, a natural 20, because why not? $20 for a nat 20 seems like a thing. For $50, you can increase the difficulty of a fight that the group is having, boosting a minion to a boss to a super boss, and a super boss to an oh my god, Merc, why did you aggro this? And lastly, for $50, you can also provide a magic item to a player of your choice. This has to be kind of an appropriate magic item, but it can be a homebrew one if you've got an idea of something you would like to share as well, or you can give the option to the players to do the homebrew. Lastly, we have the secret menu item. The secret menu item is something we mentioned only at the very, very start of the game. It is, of course, a $100 massive item that comes with a huge thank you, of course. And the secret menu item for today, given that our heroes are fighting a bear, is I'm going to give my players, a magic item. This is a magic item that I have that I didn't want to give them originally, just because there isn't much of a call for this type of thing in this particular module. But for the next little bit, it might prove quite useful. And that is, our heroes are going to get a magical wagon. This magical wagon will provide them with not only shelter and certain luxuries and comforts, but also provide them a new type of weapon that I will provide. It will allow spellcasters, and of course in this particular case, gunslingers, to lay down any magic or charges into a ballista and fire from atop the cannon. Every shot from said cannon is an automatic critical hit. Well, I say you still have to make the attack, but the damage is basically doubled.
Still
Is
gotta hit.
what I mean to say here. It doesn't double the damage on things that are immune to precision damage, but apart from that, yeah, it's basically like a big old cannon. So yes, the $100 secret menu item is, of course, the traveling wagon. Now, there are also other amenities that will be afforded to the wagon, which you will get to decide up to 5 of these features, which could include a coachman, which, is a magic coachman. It could have the ability to fly, could have the ability to submerge and become a submarine. Whatever you would want, you the donator, get to decide what exactly that secret menu item is. Now, we do have some donations, which we will just very quickly thank people for and apply to our game. First of all, Marcus, the DM, is going to provide a hero point to themselves. And you know what? I'm all for it. I am here for it. There you go. There is your hero point, good sir. Boop. All right. Thank you, Marcus, for your kind donation. And also, thank you to the people who have subscribed today as well as the people who have reached several streaks. Marcus, the DM, for reaching their 7-stream streak. Vortaria for your 3-stream streak. Ire Janasi for the tier 3 sub. Thank you so kindly. Malakisa for your tier 1 sub. And a group inspiration also from Marcus, giving everyone an advantage on their first rolls. What else we have? We have Schoolie coming in with a $30 donation with 2 plot twists. Oh, sorry, 2 plot twists. The second plot twist, a jinx point, and a hero point for Patrick, Holly, and Quinn. So let's get these in. Patrick, Holly, and Quinn. Boom, there we are. Thank you so much. As for your plot twist, Schoolie, we have... Giving it a good shuffle this time. 1, 2. Oh, please. Really? Okay. The unwelcomed arrival.
Uh-oh.
The unwelcomed arrival. Interesting.
Oh, no.
Okay. I have to figure out who is going to arrive and why. It's Badham! No. All right. And of course, we also have a lovely donation from the incredible Tony the Tigger, who is giving a hero point for Padraig, Dante, Agnes, Mercutio, and 2 jinx points for Dag, which I will apply my jinx points in a moment. So let's see. 2 hero points for... no, 1 hero point for Dante. 1 hero point
2 for Dante.
Was it 2 for Dante? Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm misreading it. 2 for Dante.
all good.
Let's see. There you go. Thank you. 1 for Mercutio. 1 for Agnes. And 1 for Padraig. Did I do Padraig's one already? I think I did. Yes.
Yeah, what from those 2 donations, everyone got loaded.
Yep, everyone is now locked and loaded with hero points. And I get 1, 2, 3 jinx points. Ha 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 ha. All right, there we go. So thank you so kindly, guys. Your donations are greatly appreciated and super loved. Thank you so much. All right, let's say we do this. Yeah? All right.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Let's set the mood, shall we? Let's do some travel music. I like some travel music. Where's my bard? Bard! Bard, play something good. Something that I've heard like a million times but never get sick of.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Beautiful. Also that. Okay.
I thought we were going to get Country Roads.
Well, you are technically on that. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while since we've been together, so let's recap this campaign to date. The city of Korvosa, nestled along the southern reaches of the blood-sworn Vale, in the lands known as Varesia, once knew a proud city ruled by a benevolent emperor. However, the emperor took ill and perished. When words and rumors of his assassination began to surface, chaos was sown in the streets. Riots, depravity, and violence reigned over all. The queen, a woman by the name of Iliosa, tried her best to rally the people in order to try and preserve peace. However, this was nothing more than a subterfuge. As our heroes, Padraig, Holly, Quinn, Dante, Agnes, and, well, not Mercutio, but at the time, someone else, began to work hard in order to preserve the peace of the town. They began to uncover and unearth a conspiracy surrounding the queen and a crown of fangs that was influencing her to try and lead Korvosa down a path of destruction and devastation. A plague unleashed upon Korvosa by the Red Mantis assassins, working in league with the Queen. Violence from a new order of knights known as the Grey Maidens. The dissolving of their protectors, the Sable Company Marines, and the removal of resources to the city guard. These were just the beginning of what might be the end of this beloved town. Our heroes, having witnessed the Queen's supernatural and unnatural vitality, when an assassin, a guard who had befriended the group, attacked during a ceremony in which the Queen very reluctantly was thanking our heroes for the job well done protecting the town, had stabbed the Queen in the head with a crossbow bolt, only to have it yanked out and then been slain by that same bolt. Seeing your god friend murdered and the Queen unfazed by a headshot, it was all too clear that something was at work. Then Carlo, a swordsmaster in the town, also another friend to the group, and Neolandus, the seneschal of the previous emperor, had been captured, and through a very daring rescue, our heroes not only saved and liberated them and helped smuggle them out of town, but learnt that the Crown of Fangs, an artifact of ancient legend, born from the flesh and bones of an evil dragon, was in fact the root cause of the Queen's bizarre behavior. That the dragon intended very much to try and take over not only the crown, but the lands itself as well. Now, the only people who know about this curse, this evil, are the Shoanti tribesmen who reside in the northern Cinderlands. And that is where our heroes currently journey, to go and speak with their friend Thousand Bones, who is a member of the Skull Clan, and attempt to find what they can to reverse or destroy the influence of the Crown of Fangs. The journey has gone well so far, with very little in the way of obstacle. After arriving at the town of Hars, they learnt that an ancient legend about a bear may have been starting to come true, and a small child had been abducted and taken into the nearby surrounds. Thinking quick, our heroes ran to the aid of the people of Hars, and have followed the trail to a small rocky outcrop. And it is here that we continue our adventure. Now, as you approach, your footsteps clattering on the various stones and rocks, the smell of thick game permeating your senses. You're unsure if the child you were seeking is still okay, but you know something for certain, and that is just up over the ridge is the home of this large, imposing creature. Feathers and fur litter the ground. The sound of shuffling and scuffling can be heard. As we come to our scene, emerging from the mouth of the cave, You see what looks to be a bear covered in large, very, very imposing feathers. This creature. For now, at least, it doesn't seem to have noticed you. But you're uncertain as for how long that will be. We will go into initiative, but the scene is, in fact, yours. You have somewhat of the drop over this creature, but not
Holly's gonna
entirely.
make
Sorry?
Holly's gonna make herself invisible.
Very well. You may cast invisibility on your turn. All right. The bear will just sort of lurk out. It smells something on the wind, but it is unsure of what it is. It takes a protective stance and just breathes the air deeply.
Dante, you don't know how to talk to bears, do you?
I don't have a means to... Actually, hold on. Actually, I can speak with animals. I can try and speak with it.
All right. Well, Dante,
we-
you're up
do we-
next.
Yes.
Uh,
We think reasoning might work.
he will cast Speak with Animals.
All right. As you utter the words for your spell, this does draw the attention of the bear. It looks in your direction and growls. What do you do?
Well, just making sure everything's on there.
Sorry, making sure everything's what?
Was making sure everything was all set up and whatnot. Uh,
Ask if it will let the child go. Stage whisper.
We can't see what you're doing, and we have no idea what you're doing. You're casting a spell that you already cast. It is your scene.
yes. I was making sure like I had like everything set up, don't have other.
You keep
things I
saying
need to do.
everything's set up, but as someone who understands that speak with animals is like a spell that's.
Well, no,
that's-
I was meaning of like other stuff in case I have to make any rolls or whatnot later.
Right, but we're waiting for you, so maybe do that one when you need those things.
He will walk. Well, actually, no. One more would actually probably be a bad idea. Well, yeah, he will ask if Muldoon will release the child into their captivity.
Okay. Make a diplomacy check.
Well, I gotta try to make sure I have stuff. Because there's so many things for go through. I don't usually speak with animals lately. Okay, that one actually doesn't make anything. Okay, so then yeah, I don't have anything to do with that. Diplomacy. There you are.
All right, you do get to roll with
So-
advantage because there was a group inspiration from earlier.
All right. I'd like to use my hero point.
Sure, you may use a hero point.
That is a lot better.
I will use a jinx point and get you to give us one more roll.
Oh my goodness.
Because I am a son of a bitch. There we go. Hey, okay, fair enough. Okay.
You shot yourself in the foot there.
Maybe.
A little bit.
All right. The bear growls deeply. As it does so, to you, Dante, it says the following. You smell as the friends of the forest, so I will give you and bid thee one warning. Do not attempt to interfere with the ways of the spirits. This town must offer sacrifice for this land. The child has come with us and will be taken to the spirit realm. If this is not done, then another sacrifice must be made in its stead. They will not heed this land. They will not heed the dangers. I will not allow this land to die and crumble for their avarice. You realize very quickly this is a very eloquent bear.
Yes, yes. Is there a means of talking with them first to see if they will willingly give a sacrifice?
They have no intention to sacrifice. They do not understand the needs of the land. I speak with thee only because I see that thou may understand the necessity for it. But do not misunderstand. I have no intention of releasing the child till another sacrifice is presented. If thou can convince the townsfolk, then the child shall remain safe.
How
But
much time do we have?
thou hadst till the moon is at its highest apex.
Well, then we have a long road ahead of us at this point if things don't go well.
This is not thy problem. You are not of this town or of these lands. Leave the child. Humans have and make many more. One shall not be missed.
I'll still do what I can, at least.
Death is inevitable. It cannot be avoided nor run from. It is unerring. But
That is something I understand.
then if you choose to struggle against it, so be it. One way or another, a sacrifice must be made. All right. And Muldoon will sort of go back into his cave.
He will turn to the others. Well, the gist is that the spirits are needing a sacrifice. And they most likely are not going to choose one themselves.
What spirits? What do they need a sacrifice for? That's just vague and unconvincing.
So
Is there a
It's more or
specific
less
reason?
like-
Is it like, you know, can you sacrifice some fried chicken or something? I mean,
Yeah, it has to do with the land itself.
So what happens if there is not a sacrifice?
I feel there would be not something good happening.
I mean, that still just sounds vague and unconvincing and like a bear trying to justify snacking on kids. Oh, no, no, I must eat this child because the
I
land will die if
don't
I don't.
think he's going to be eating the child.
Well, what's he going to do with it?
Uh, uh, yeah, is there a check I can do to get at least gist, if not knowledge, of what they plan to do?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope. You're welcome to ask questions, but you've got no clue. As far as you know, sacrifices aren't uncommon. It is very ritualistic. As far as whether or not they benefit the land, I would say that entirely depends on your character's perspective. If you want to be a character who is very heavy on the religious side of things and the ritual side of things, then you can't explain it. It's more of a sacrifices are just a natural part of maintaining, like these are like duties. This is like, waking up in the morning and brushing your teeth. This is just something that happens. If you are someone who is a little bit more, say, cynical, or someone who is a bit more, I guess, attuned to, say, civilized behaviors and that kind of cultural thing, then yeah, this is an outdated barbaric tradition with no actual logical or scientific backing behind it. Someone like Patrick, for example, would have no understanding of what the purpose of this is, and outside of just pointless death, it serves no purpose. Whereas, say,
Pretty
Holly
much.
or Mercutio, for example, they would have a good understanding that the deities, the gods that are around, they have great power, and sometimes they do speak through people like themselves, or creatures even at times, to perform these acts. And if disrupted, it's not necessarily the lands that'll suffer, but the gods and the agents of that god that may have that trickle down effect, if that makes sense. Like, God's not going to come down and turn around and be like, you didn't sacrifice a child, I'm going to blow up this land. However, the god might turn to one of their champions and say, hey, I'm really not happy with this region because they haven't been offering me tribute. Go and, like, remind them of my power, for example. That's what generally, and this goes for the whole group, that is what the whole group in general knows about, like, the balance between, I guess, civilization, theology, and, the natural world.
I mean, the villagers are going to be really upset if we don't bring the child back, and we're
And no,
leaving in a couple days anyway. So why don't we just save the kid?
and no good deity requires the sacrifice of a child anyway. I see no reason to let this bear have its way.
Right, but I would try asking like what would be a suitable alternative, because the alternative might be like, I don't know, several shekels of wheat or something. I'm not.
I don't. If they're willing to kidnap a child for a sacrifice, I don't think some plants are gonna really
Well,
agree
I
with
mean,
them.
it's a bear. They're not known for their vegetarian tendencies, but, general land spirits might be okay with it. I don't know. I mean, this is as
Then
far as
why
I've ever
did they
been from
just
the
take
city.
that?
Because they sent a bear?
I'm on the side of killing the bear and saving the kid.
I mean, you know, I've got no problems with killing the bear and saving the kids too. As far as I'm concerned, this is all just, you know, ancient bullshit anyway.
Well, you guys have received a insight bonus from Brune. Here is the short. You're absolutely right. This is a load of bullshit to a degree. Muldoon was a guardian spirit who became angered when he was first killed by the townsfolk. Ever since then, his rituals and his protective wards and all the other things that he used to do for the land pretty much became centered around his anger directed towards the townsfolk. So no, he does not need a sacrifice. However, he is performing the rituals earnestly. However, he is being merciless about them. The only reason he provided Dante with some lenience is because, first of all, Dante is an animal person to him and to his eyes, so he doesn't associate them with the humans of the other town, where he holds a lot of anger. If you remember, the townsfolk also kind of talked about how evil Muldoon is and how Muldoon attacked them and yada, yada, yada. Your insight is that chances are Muldoon has suffered at their hands as well. And this is more of a retaliation or revenge than an actual spiritual thing. And thank you to Brune Brassax for the insight bonus for my players.
Guys, I have a great idea. You should let me go in real quick and do something, and it'll make it way easier to take out the bear.
Are you gonna let him eat you?
No.
Are
No.
you going to
Holly
place
thinks
on
for a
fire?
moment. No. Wait. No. No.
Are you gonna set something on fire?
No, no fire.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't see why not.
I'm going to
I
designate
mean-
Muldoon as a lead, as pursuing a lead for Muldoon.
Done and done. Holly, you are still invisible. How long does that spell last?
It actually doesn't say because it's listed under my. Yeah.
All right, I can have a look. On
Yep.
the visibility. Oops, go away you. Invisibility.
I know it goes away as soon as I do a hostile action.
Yes, it does. It will last 10 minutes. So I'm going to say that it's been about 2-3 minutes for the conversation. So you've still got about 7 minutes on the spell.
Okay. So is there like it's a cave, so there's rocks around, right?
Yeah, tons.
Is there like a place where I can hide behind a rock and be within 60 feet of the bear, but still be fully hidden from the bear?
Sure. Let's say by the front entrance, there's a small pile of rubble that you can see about here.
Okay. All right. Now that I am hidden, I am going to cast.
You can make a stealth check first as well.
Oh, still check. Okay.
Yeah.
What a spell name.
Wait, that's the wrong button. There we go.
Okay. And what would you like to cast?
Inevitable disaster.
Interesting. What does this do?
When I cast it, it disappeared from my bar. What happened there? Hang on.
Oh,
Click combat until you hit prepare or standard.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Got it. Okay. So this is fun. You briefly glimpse cause and effect, putting into motion a chain of events that will visit doom upon your enemy at some point in the future, though you're not quite sure when or how the doom will occur. Some kind of strange accident occurs 1d4 rounds later, dealing 55 damage to the creature with a basic fortitude save. This happens regardless of where the target is located at the time, even if it travels to another plane. The GM should roll to determine when the damage occurs secretly and determine if the form of the accident, as well as the type of damage it deals. Generally, the action should be something that deals physical damage of some type.
all right. I like it. All right, 42%. I have a rough idea of if and when that had happened. But very well, you have inevitably disastered this this giant bear.
Okay. And now I'm going to sneak back this way, away from the giant bear.
Very well. What do you tell the group?
Okay, we just need to wait a couple minutes, and I'm guessing it's gonna be rock slide, but it could be anything. But something's gonna happen, and the bear is gonna get hurt.
Will the
Are
child
you sure
get
the
hurt?
kid won't be affected?
No, the kid will be fine.
Um,
I mean, if there's a rock slide, that could
Yeah.
cause the
I
cave
just
to
cast the spell on the bear. It didn't hit the child.
Your spell didn't.
Well, yeah, but you said it could cause a rock slide if that collapses the cave.
Holly, you take a
just-
moment. As your eyes go wide and you realize this. Yeah, they're probably pretty right about that.
Maybe. Hopefully, it won't be a rock slide then.
Let's just
see.
hope it stubs its toe.
Stop.
do you know this child's name?
We did, but I've forgotten it since the last time we've played. So his name shall thus be Lyle. Lyle the child.
Lyle.
Child Lyle, some may call him.
Hey, the child Lyle, can you hear us?
There is no response from inside the cave.
All right. So, are we
We
taking
can
this
lure the
bear out? I think we
Yep,
tried
let's do
talking
it.
to it, and it just kind of responded with, forest magic bullshit.
Yes.
Shoot him. Shoot him, Patrick. Just shoot him.
Merc readies his sword and shield. He's ready to charge in.
How many rounds have passed, Dag?
About 3-4 rounds, maybe.
Okay. Shoot him, Patrick.
Maybe.
Shoot him now.
All right. Is it my
You know what?
turn to shoot?
Yeah. You can shoot whenever. I mean, you guys were waiting for Holly to come back.
So Dante, since Dante is, we're gonna attack this thing. Dante is going to wild shape as Patrick is getting ready to shoot, and become a huge.
Bunny rabbit.
Be funny. Do it.
Oh, I was totally
But the
expecting
thing
a
is,
sexy
Bunny
female
isn't
bear.
really a thing, but I'm actually going to just go with a giant or a huge wolf.
All right. Bear versus wolf. Yeah. All right. I'll shoot the bear.
All right, one
Oh.
second. Let me. So wait, do you want to be a rabbit or do you want to be a wolf?
A wolf.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, so you're transforming into a wolf. What's everyone else doing?
I am going to attack him.
You'll need to be by the entrance to the cave.
Oh, because he's inside now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna be moving to a place where I can see him in the cave.
Oh.
So let's
Very
see.
well.
How far
Also,
can I move?
you'll notice the wolf is wearing leather armor
Oh yes, yeah, I did remember that very well.
because of the clasp of the wilds. Because it's the only thing that makes sense that I
Yeah.
have.
All right.
Nice. Yeah, Merc will just stand next to Dante with his
25
sword and
feet.
shield ready.
All right. So I'm gonna. Let's see. Where am I? And where do I have to go? 25, 30. So, do I have to get inside the cave, or do I just? need to
No,
get
just
to where I
as
can
long as
see
you're
me?
in line with the cave, that should be fine.
Well, I mean, where I am, I'm in line with the. Where's the?
Out there.
Over there. All right. Well, that's 25 feet, so that's just movement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna since
Remember, we're not in combat order, so you can actually just do your entire thing.
You can.
Well, I've just got my 3 actions, right?
No, we're not in combat.
Yeah.
You're not in combat.
Okay, so all right, so then yeah, I will. If I'm not in combat and I don't have any action economy, I can actually do something that I usually can't do, if you allow it, and use one of my alchemical bullets because it takes an action to activate those.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'll take out one of my. Let's go with a lightning bullet and activate that and load it up, take aim, and also then do a fulminating shot if the DM will allow me to do that.
You can definitely take, as long as you're spending all the actions, you can absolutely take it. You look deep within the cave, and do you have any kind of dark vision?
I have low light vision.
Low light vision. That'll do. That'll be fine. Yep. Okay. Now, while you're prepping this, what about the rest of you?
I would like to move up by Dante here and cast. The way I envision it is that Merc goes to cast enlarge, but because of the things that happened, he instead casts false life on himself.
Okay.
And did that really only give me 3? That I think something messed up there. Because false life is supposed to be temporary hit points equal to 6 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Okay, which is
4, but the temporary hit points increase by 3 as well. So it should be 9
13.
plus my spell. Yeah.
Done.
All right. Actually, looking
You added
at
it to the wrong
this-
Merc.
Did I?
Yeah, I my old version
right.
is on the.
Oh,
There we go. There we go. It's all good now.
All right. And actually, looking at my inventory, I'm just going to use a regular bullet because the elemental ammo does splash damage, and I don't want to hit the kid with any of that. So I will
that would
just
be a smart thing.
Yeah, I will just summon a bullet. I'll call over to well, Dante's a wolf now. Before Dante turns into a wolf, I'll ask him if he knows what hurts bears most.
I'd say that wouldn't be something retroactive. I'd say that there's a lot of stuff
Okay.
that's happened before to this point.
All right, I'll just go with fire. Fire is always good.
Okay.
Nothing like
I've
fire.
seen that both Holly and Quinn have taken up position to either side
and
of
I've
Padrick.
drawn Stormblade.
Yep.
Right.
And
I'm
Agnes,
gonna-
what about you? I see you're by a bush.
Agnes's only goal in all of that, there's a child in danger.
Child in danger.
Child in danger. So saving child. That's Agnes's only goal. So she is going to attempt in all of the confusion to just get into the cave and try and rescue the child. Sod the bear unless it physically attacks her in some fashion. But she has got that little spell that like removes her presence from a creature's mind if things go terribly wrong.
Ooh.
So she's just like trying to be surreptitious and not draw the bear's attention in any way if she can while these guys yahoo. And yeah, so her goal is in whatever way, shape or form,
Save the
combat
child.
allows, she's going to try and get into the cave. Yeah. But we'll see how that unfolds. But that's her plan anyway.
All right. I love it. Let's move you then a little bit closer. This, this area here is safe, but gives you plenty of leeway to run in. So, Patrick,
Okay.
make your attack against the bear.
The bear.
All right.
32.
Roll your damage.
All right. Now that is fire damage. No, yeah, I did fire damage. Fire damage. Fire 1. Gotta get the fire 1. Go. Wow. 31 points of damage and it hit him for 2.
Yes, it did. So, as you've shot the bear.
What? Actually, the question is, are they resistant to both piercing and bludgeoning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure.
Yes, they are.
So it just
Okay.
kind of pings off him. There's a little singe in the fur.
As it says something along the lines of typical people, their treachery knows no bound. They speak of peace but bring war. Prepare to die. Yeah, yada yada yada. All right. And we're going to go into initiative. Now, you guys do have the round here because it is just going to turn around and roar. I don't want to do that yet. I feel bad doing that. Okay. Now,
I don't like that.
well, because I've got the unwelcomed arrival thing, but I don't want to do it yet. Okay, so the bear is going to.
I was just going to say, if you think it's bad, it must be.
Yeah. I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it for now. Mostly because I was hoping that Patrick would do a lot more damage than 2.
I was hoping Patrick would do a lot more damage than 2 as well. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Is it time for him to take his 55 points
Actually-
of damage?
Wouldn't he take more damage from the fire?
Hold on one moment. Let me just check a couple things. Nope, because it is also resistant to all types of magic.
Oh. Yeah,
So,
that makes
you know,
sense. That
I mean-
checks out. That
If
actually
he's
checks out
resistant
now.
to all physical damage and all magical damage, how are you expecting me to do more damage than I did?
I thought it'd be more than 2. Okay, that was the only thing. I thought it would. I
I
just.
mean, that was a lot.
I mean,
Right.
I rolled 2 9s on the D12s.
That's true. All right, the bear is charging out, but it has to use its full. Okay, so it's moved twice. It's gonna get 1 attack, which is gonna attack the wolf that's right in its way. Yeah, it's gonna leap up on the wolf because the wolf is way bigger than it, but it will miss. All right, there you go. So, as he jumps up and tries to grab the wolf. Dante, you kind of move your large canine body out of the way, and you're both just kind of growling and snarling as you've taken up position by each other. I'm going to say that, Agnes, your readied action will go off at this point for you to run past and into the cave if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, I shall attempt. Let's do a little stealthy stealth. So it'll not be too much of a run. It'll be a kind of crouched over half stealthy run.
Sure. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like you're trying to. Yeah. But that's okay. You don't need to worry about this. You don't need to worry about the stealth there.
Oh.
It's not going to pay attention to you. It's worried about combat.
Okay.
As you rush in, you see quite a ways into the cave. There is what looks to be a small carriage. And could I ask, Brune Brassax, Brune, can you tell me what kind of carriage this is? As Brune has unlocked the secret menu item, which of course is the magic carriage. Now the only thing we have on this carriage is there is a mounted weapon that can store spells and fire them at a increased strength. But is the carriage a kind of like a long hearse-like carriage? Is it a big chunking armored like bank wagon? Is it a small like a Cinderella thing that looks like a pumpkin? What does this wagon look like? And you get to pick 5 features 5 features of this wagon. These can be magic features. These can be mundane features. You know, like we were saying earlier on, it could be a magic driver. Could basically transform into you know, a robot and then, you know, fight people. I don't know. Whatever you want. You get 5 features, and we will add them to the wagons list. The shape of it is a giant picnic basket. Okay, I like that. So what it is it's a woven wagon where the actual entrance is on the top, where there's like kind of like almost like a lid, and the driver's seat is just under there. It has 2 awakened bears as magic drivers for the wagon. Very well. You've got 3 more things. All right. Dante, you'll be next, by the way. Yogi Muldoon. Yeah. So Dante, you're up.
I am going to try and wrestle with him to try and keep him away from the others.
All right. Very well. Make a grapple check if you're attempting to try and pin him down or keep him away. This would be an opposed athletic. Oh, if you look under your activities section on your character sheet, there should be an under athletics. It should be there.
I think you have to be trained for that. No. Oh wait, no, there it is. It says it's success.
All right, very well. You have engaged a grapple with Muldoon. And you have him in your claws. That was your first action. You have 2 more.
Yep. So because of this, I don't. Hold on. Buttons. Yeah, I was about to say. I think I could. Yeah, I could have added that actually. So no, I couldn't. Now that I have a grapple of him, I'm gonna just start biting at him.
All right, go for the bites. All right, your first hit.
Like, did it hit?
Yep, it absolutely does. As you bite into its shoulder, you pierce in, dealing 9 points of damage as your teeth sink into its shoulder.
And the last bite.
Oh, critical hit.
Nice.
All right, deal your crit damage. Dang. And give us a number between 1 to 5.
3, and I would also like to use my hero of Rending Swipe.
Oh, what does that do?
After making 2 consecutive attacks, swipe again for bleed and sicken the extra 2d6.
Nice. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
Do I use my 3rd attack or the first?
Third.
3rd. Okay.
Yeah, it never gets further than 3rd. I found out in the remaster. All right. Very nice. That is another hit, which is going to deal an extra 2d6 damage and then sicken and.
Yeah. So we get this. Then we get bleed and sickened for an extra 2d6.
All right, throw the 2d6. I can't do anything about the bleed, unfortunately, so we're just gonna have to remember that he's got bleed on him.
Yeah. 7 points of damage.
What's the bleed damage?
It doesn't say. You might have to find the card.
I will find the card. Okay, not a worry. Okay. Very well. A pretty impressive round. Very nicely done. We'll go to Padrig next. But before we do, Brune has given us 4 features of the wagon. It is shaped as a picnic basket, has 2 awakened bears as its driver, has a pie launcher aboard it, and has armor upon the wagon that is immolation armor, which is constantly ablaze, meaning that if anyone were to make melee attacks or try to board while you have activated the immolation armor, they will catch fire. All right, and that was a 3,
my
was it?
crit card?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that
3.
does leave one more thing, by the way. Okay, so your bite attack is piercing, slashing, bludgeoning. You need to pick one.
It is piercing.
Piercing, triple damage. Drop another lot of damage onto it. This will bypass the resistance.
Yep, I just gotta get to it. There we go.
Okay, 26
So
points
add
of
just another
damage.
20.
Yep, done and done. Ouch. Okay, that wound was a pretty nasty one. Padrig, you're up next.
Okay. Let's see. What can I do? Fire didn't really seem to do much to him. I really got nothing else except for shooting at him. He's pinned down. He's not moving. I'm gonna try and shoot him with some acid fulminating shot. So standing still because I don't have any actions to move, summon a bullet. Acid for a fulminating shot and shooting at him.
All right, take the shot. That is a critical
Nice.
hit.
Natural
Nice.
I think
Nice.
I know what's happening with Padrig is because it's 2 separate types. It's negating both types.
Oh, maybe. In which case, it would actually still negate both types because it negates all of that type. There is no
Yeah.
overlap.
I'm just saying it's might because he did 2 damage compared to when I did around that damage and I only got 20 less.
Right. Because I had the
Yep.
physical and the fire, and this is physical and acid.
All right.
It's 53 and comes out to still 22.
That's still good. That's great. You blast it for a ton of damage. It has taken 22 points of damage from the hit. Not gonna lie, this thing is good against you guys, and I'm here for it. Is that your full turn as you've blasted a hole in this?
That's my full turn. And I'll go for the. Oh, and he's also got to make a save or be stunned 1.
I
against
don't know
my
if that'll
classes.
matter, but let's do it anyway.
Fort save.
Fort
And
save.
my class DC is 27.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
All right.
So crit card number. Let's go with number 2.
Number 2, 1, 2. Here we go. And this is piercing, bludgeoning.
It's whichever one's better.
Yeah, you have to pick.
All right. Let's go with piercing.
Piercing, it is stunned 2.
Well, there we go.
Oh, shit.
All right. This is not looking good for the bear. Quinn, you're up next.
All right, and because I've designated him as the subject of a lead, I can use devise a stratagem as a free action. So I would like
nice.
to do that. And as part of my devise a stratagem, I can use a recall knowledge check to identify known weaknesses. Let's see, what does it say here? If I critically succeed at the recall knowledge check, I notice a weakness and gain a +1 circumstance bonus to my attack roll from devise a stratagem. And if I convey the information to the team, everyone gets that +1 circumstance.
Nice.
part. All right, so that's what I want to do.
All right, let's do it.
So let's do the recall knowledge check first.
Yep.
I'm looking for that under my There's like so many activities. My goodness, this thing is just buffed out. I find
There's
it.
so much room for activities.
What are you looking for?
Recall knowledge. So there's recall knowledge religion, recall knowledge society. It should all just be one thing. Occultism. Would that be the one I use?
I'd go with nature if you got it.
Okay, yeah, somewhere.
Yeah,
Recall knowledge.
it's above nature trained. Or occultism, I
Here
should
we
say.
go. There we go. And
Okay. Unfortunately, no secrets are provided to
Okay.
you.
then I will devise my stratagem.
Let's see. Let me
And
just
take
double
my
check.
roll
What's
for
his
that.
DC? DC is 20. Okay, yeah. No, I was just seeing if you used a hero point, if you'd get the.
If
thing,
I
but
could
that's fine.
possibly.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, all right. All right, so let me devise my stratagem. Think that will
Oh!
I
That's a
think
crit.
I think maybe.
hit.
Just. But that is a
Alright.
devised stratagem critical hit. What the fuck is with this group right now? Like, I mean, I feel as though Fantasy
And
Grounds
I
is
want
like,
to-
Happy New Year, bitch!
And I want to use my strategic strike.
Oh, do you? Really?
Yeah.
Can I
do.
convince you to instead not?
Turns
Alright.
out the party's
Oh.
favorite enemy
on.
happens to be
I didn't
before-
do. I didn't get anything.
so
That
before
was a
you-
fat zero.
So before you do that, you need to hold down left shift and drop the damage on him again, because it is still a
Okay.
natural 20.
Okay.
So, yeah, exact same thing, just drop it, because it did no damage, so yeah. Then hold left
So-
shift.
Wait. Hold on a second. All right. I think I'm doing this right. Yeah, that looks like a lot of dice.
Alright, 31
That's a little
points
better,
of
thank you.
damage.
He dropped it on Dante.
Dante has died.
Oh, sorry.
Ow.
No wonder it was successful.
Alright. Let's,
Sorry about that, Dante. One more time. And see
Okay.
if actually it's this guy.
Zero damage. Why is it zero damage? Hold on, let me check some things real quick.
Yeah, like why? Like
I-
nothing.
Like I said, I think it's like doing it for each thing it's considered a type for.
Okay, hold on. So, it is immune to precision damage. So that's immune to
Okay.
3d6 of your damage, which is technically 66 of that damage. Then your damage is electricity, which it is resistant 20 to.
Okay.
So that is your 2d6.
So that's I've taken 2 actions. Seeing that
I do not like that it did
Oh,
0
that's true.
damage. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna land the critical hit. So, the critical hit is as follows. Quinn, as you've gone to stab this creature, you feel something in your hand. It's almost like your hair stands on ends, and you feel something from your sword traveling up your body. I would like for you to make a reflex save to let go of your blade. Instinctively.
a reflex save.
Yeah.
Okay. I assume that would mean I let go of it, right?
Yeah, probably. It'd be good. Oh, hey, that my dice roller looks like crap. Let me try fixing that, shall I?
Just slightly.
There we
I don't
go.
see
Much
my
better.
rolls either.
Okay. Couldn't see your roll. Try double clicking it. There we go. Hey, 32. All right. With a 32 on your reflex save, you release the sword just in time as dark clouds seem to loom overhead. and a terrifying impending disaster suddenly cracks down from the sky and strikes your sword, channeling the lightning from the very heavens through your blade and into its body. I'm going to ignore the resistances for this particular blast, as it is going to convert your magic damage into just raw, actual lightning damage. Holly, how much damage does your ability do?
55, no save.
55, no save. All right, so 55 plus 40, 46 is 101 Dalmatians. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
By the way, you put second on me and not the bear.
Well,
Oops, sorry. Well, you know, big animal, big animal. I understand the mistake.
done. Okay. Fixed it. Okay, so the lightning cracks down. The bear is smoky.
Dang it.
I love that Ire laughed at that. Okay, so as you have blasted this thing with lightning, it is standing there. There's this sizzling sound. It is not looking good. Is that your full actions?
Yeah, well, I'll retrieve my sword and say, remember, only you can stop forest fires.
God damn it.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
And that's it.
Now, I'm only
So-
changing this up ever so slightly, just because yes, I do feel as though poor Mercutio is not going to get a hit in. And Holly, are you satisfied with your impending doom?
I mean, I still kind of want to hit it, but Mercutio can go next.
Okay.
No,
Thank you.
no,
I
I'm
appreciate.
no,
I appreciate your
I'm
candor.
fine.
Mercutio.
I'm just thinking it's funny. I'm
All right,
good.
Mercutio, we're gonna go with you. In this particular instance, Agnes is looking around inside the cave for the child, and we'll come to them in a second. But Mercutio, what would you like to do?
All I can do, run up and bonk.
Run up and
Behead.
bonk. All right, let's do the bonk. Let's see what happens. That is a miss.
Are you?
The only one to miss
gonna hero
out of
point that.
everybody.
Bad bonk.
I hero pointed that. Yay! I hit.
To Jinx point or not to Jinx point? No, it's fine.
But
That
you
would be
could make
funny,
it a
and you
crit.
should Totally do it.
That's true. All right, go for the hit. As you take your blade, you sink your feet in, you change your stance, and you swing your blade in a sweeping arc as you deal no damage. Second action.
Okay. I'm just, I'm just gonna keep my shield raised for my next two actions, cause
Well, you do have two actions, so you can raise your shield with one and just chill with the other, I guess.
I mean, can I still cause the longsword is versatile piercing, so can I still stab with my shield raised?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do that for my second action. I'll raise my shield. Third, I'll
Go for the stabby stab. Let's do it. That is a hit. Deal your damage.
0.
Yep.
I don't think even at max you can do damage.
I feel like that one character in Starship Troopers. I'm doing my part.
Do you have any, as a question, do you have any spells that help you?
I get one cast a day, or one cast technically every 10 minutes because of refocus.
Right. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. All right. Well,
I need to get a new weapon.
So
unfortunately that ain't gonna do it, but we gave the chance. Holly, you can step up at this point.
give a finish blow.
Emotional
And-
support.
We've determined he's resistant. He's completely resistant to magic.
Not completely, but very heavily.
Heavily. Okay.
They are completely resistant to
Precision.
what you used to do.
They're completely resistant to Merc.
This spell is just so badass. I have to try it. You guys see Holly kind of moving her hands together, and you see this like black streak coming from her hand going over to the bear, and you feel like a pull coming from the bear as she tries to rip his spirit from him.
Oh yeah.
That's very violent.
Yeah, it's fun. I got good spells.
Especially given it's a spirit animal.
I was gonna say, aren't you gonna just rip the spirit from the spirit?
All right,
Yeah,
deal your
Holly's changed.
damage.
I feel like Holly's changed.
I mean,
Holly's not the same Holly we used to know. Holly used to be
No, she
cool,
really isn't.
man.
I mean, you have to remember they are with a semi-evil
Oh.
god.
The old Holly would have been trying to adopt this bear.
Oh, that's actually true. I did completely forgot. So
Well,
now that it's dead, I should also point out that it was indeed a spirit bear, which is actually akin to like a fairy kind of thing. That's fine. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that.
Wait, that means I could have talked to it in Sylvan.
You could have, yeah. But the bear dies. It was basically an angry face spirit is effectively what it was. But
why
as
don't we just
its
make the
body is
bear my- Can we
Sorry,
make
go
the bear my angry phantom boy?
Do you want to? You can. I'm happy for that. I'm here for it.
Oh,
I'll tell you what. I'll do you one better. This is I will just sorry, you get bonuses for your phantom, right?
kinda. It's like a half pint normal Eidolon, if that makes sense. It's like an Eidolon.
Rather than an Eidolon, would you like this creature? This creature, I will send you the details. Let me send them to you, and you can just tell me if you want it just outright. Let's see, where is it? Feathered bear. There you go. That is the details on the feathered bear. Have a read of it. Let me know if you just want it. As far as leveling it up goes, we'll just level it up in terms of its like hit points and its like actual level. And you can use some of your powers and abilities from your summoned with it, but we won't stat it using the phantom. We'll just use its stat, if that makes sense. I think it's still way more powerful, but it's up to you as to whether or not that suits your style. Well, you can answer that later on. Now, however, you have defeated the bear. And inside the cave, Agnes.
Yes. There is a
There's a
picnic
wagon.
basket on fire.
There. Oh, it's not on fire. It's not been activated, so it's
Okay.
it's just there. But as you move in, you can see what looks to be a small child, sort of huddled over. They are conscious, but not looking in a good way. It looks as though they've been dragged, covered in mud and dirt and grit.
Oh, in that case, Agnes will move over, making like soothing sounds, and will cast actual soothe upon the child. She'll reach out with her mind and just like, there, dear. There isn't a child to cast it on, but I will.
Sure.
Use.
Tis cast.
There's no child to cast it on. It's an illusion.
All right. As you cast it on the child's eyes flutter awake. He asks who you are, and if you were sent by his mum.
Oh, hello there, dearie. I'm Agnes. And, well, yes, after a fashion, your whole village, actually. Everyone's very worried about you.
He reaches up and holds you close. You kind of remember that sensation from when your daughter used to do the same thing when it used to be thundering out. A mixture of that fear and comfort, that seeking of safety as he just sort of wraps his arms around you.
She'll give him a big hug.
As this happens, you look at the wagon behind him. taking a look around at what looks to be a very bizarre, but at the same time, very powerful looking artifact. As you ponder this, however, another figure seems to emerge. This of a Shoanti barbarian. Let me get an image here for you.
Agnes kind of does that thing where she turns to the side, where she's trying to put herself between the child and the Shoanti, but not take her eyes off it at the same time. So, you know what I mean?
All right, let's see. No, where is? Do I get a good barbarian? I don't get a good barbarian. Very well. If I won't get a good barbarian, I will just pretend like there's one there. All right. So this individual is covered in tattoos. You can see what looks to be the symbol of 2 axes on each pectoral muscle. His hair itself mostly shaved bald, except for a long series of plaited hair behind. He looks at you with a sort of scowling gaze. He then begins to try and speak. You don't speak Shoanti, do you?
I think I do. Also, I took the multilingual perk last session, and I've been meaning to ask you, like, what kind of languages would be appropriate.
Shoanti would be perfect, and as a Varisian, it would be absolutely perfect as well.
Okay.
So in either case, we can.
I speak that anyway. I speak Shoanti and Varisian. Yeah.
All right. In which case, I would go with Giant's a good one, and dealer's choice for the last one, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the Shoanti man looks at you and says, "You, where have you come from, and what business do you have here?"
What was the name of the city we came from again?
Korvosa.
Korvosa. Well, we've come from Korvosa originally.
He spits on the ground when you say the word.
Right.
Korvosa.
Well,
I mistook you for a Varisian.
Well, I am originally, but I've been in Korvosa for... Anyway, that's beside the point. We're here to rescue this wee child. Now, please, just don't scare him anymore.
He looks at the child with almost like a disdain. People of this region are weak. I came to put the creature to rest. I heard the noise and commotion. Your friends, are they like you, or are they also from the city?
Some are from the city, some are from much further afield. Bit of a ragtag bunch. But they've probably already dealt with the bear. It's gone a bit quiet.
He listens carefully. The creature has been slain. Heed my words carefully, Varisian. There is evil that has seeped into these lands. The Shoanti tribes move to stop this evil. Creatures such as the bear that once lived here, that once protected these lands, have been made angry by the acts of the humans that think they can tame the wilderness here. This, I promise you, is a false belief. The wilds were not meant to be tamed. The wilds cannot be shackled. If your purpose is to try, then beware, for the Shoanti will not welcome you, or those who seek to end our ways.
Right? No, I don't think we're going to be ending anybody's ways, apart from whoever it is trying to resurrect some weird old ancient entity. Blah, blah, blah. You're probably not interested.
He sort of scowls at the child again, seeing weakness to cling to a mother as opposed as like, you know, weakness. That's just their way. And he will sort of nod before making his way deeper into the cave. As he does so, he seems to drop something. He notices it but ignores it and continues to move. You can see the thing he has dropped is a bone fetish, kind of like a wrapped in sort of twine and feathers and the like. It's sharp enough to be used as a sharp-edged blade of some sort, but it is carved with markings that resemble the axe tattoos on his chest.
She'll wander over and pick it up.
Shortly after, the rest of you make your way into the tunnels and can see Agnes clutching the child.
Oh,
Dante will actually stay out in case something else tries to like show up.
Sure. You turn your nose to the air and it smells pretty clear.
Hey, Agnes, is everything okay?
Yes, dearie. I don't think this wee picnic basket here's of any danger. She nudges it gently with her toe.
Oh, what's in
Uh,
there?
It's
Alright.
sizable though, isn't it? Because it's a carriage.
It is very sizable. As you poke at it, however, two bears suddenly appear. One large, wearing a green hat, and one small, wearing no hat. The two of them are currently sitting in what would appear to be a driver's seat. They don't say anything. They just kind of growl at each other. But they look very dapper.
Going with a hat, also wearing a tie.
Yes.
This is adorable.
Holly is going to cast tongues so she can talk to them.
Why? All right. The bear, you've cast tongues. You can speak to the bear.
Hi guys, what are you doing here?
What are we doing here? Well, we are actually a pair of drivers that are going to be spending most of our time taking you from place to place. Ain't that right, Boo Boo Buddy? Yeah, no, we're just here to make sure that you get from point A to point B.
That's exactly why I cast tongues, by the way.
I'm very aware.
Well, how did you know? How did you know to wait for us? Did you know we were coming?
Oh no, we ain't. We did not wait for you in any particular sort of way. We just happened to take people who want to go places from one place to another. Yeah, but a lot of people see bears and they tend to freak out. So the last people that wanted to use the wagon kind of left us here in this cave. Yeah, ain't that the worst?
Okay, guys. Well, could you take us all back to the city? But before we get to the town, is there a way to hide you? Because the town's a little weird about bears.
They look at each other. It's like, oh, tell us about it. As soon as the little kid here, he showed up, he was all screaming this and oh no, a bear's that. Yeah, but there was actually a real bear there, you know, Yogi. I suppose you're right, little buddy. Yeah, no, there was an actual bear. But sure, we could take you outside of town and maybe hang about on the roads. Maybe stop for a quick picnic, and maybe then take you to where you want to go.
Oh, that'd be great. Wait, picnic? Do you have anything in there? And Holly just kind of flies up and peers around in there.
Inside of the basket, as the lid opens, is actually a reasonably comfortable carriage. It's not luxurious by any standard, but it does look like it has some very, very small creature comforts. Padded cushions and sort of like a fold-out chair that becomes a bed. And as you can kind of see, there are also a couple of weapons. One on the port side, one on the on the starboard side, which is just how I'm going to describe it because I don't know how to orient on a wagon. On one side is what looks to be a launcher that is filled with cherry pies, and the other appears to be a almost kind of like a candle sconce. Like it kind of looks like a wrought iron crown. But without any fire in it, that is attached to what looks to be, to Patrick at least, very much a gun.
Okay, Holly's gonna kind of start getting in as she turns her head over behind her. Hey guys, the bears are really nice and they're gonna go ahead and take us back to the city so we don't have to walk back. And I'm gonna be inside the carriage. It's actually really nice in here and we can all fit. And she's immediately gonna go back in and grab one of the cherry pies out of the pie launcher and start eating it.
It is a delicious cherry pie. It is sweet, it is tart, and it is crispy. They're also warm, as if they are freshly made. But as soon as you take one off the off of the pie launcher, a second one immediately comes into existence. Now, these pies are, of course, indefinite. However, they provide no nutritional value. They are delicious.
Just like a real pie.
Yeah, they are delicious, however. Yep.
So Patrick, who has not been inside and has not seen any of this, hearing this conversation.
Oh yeah, all you've heard is
just.
But I did turn around and say it was safe and you should get in.
All right. Give a discerning glance over the carriage.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Well,
yeah.
Let's grab the kid and go then.
All right. Taking hold firmly
Is
of
there
the
like
child.
a ladder or a wee rope ladder or something?
There is a there is a rope ladder.
Right, if you just go piggyback for a second, and then right up the ladder.
All right. As for the rest of you,
I get in, find a seat, and I look around. This adventure just got a lot more interesting.
all right. Very well. Yep.
Is it gonna take more than a minute to get back?
Yes.
Okay. The only reason why I was asking is because there would have been no point of me getting in if I could have just traveled with them.
Should I point out the last time you approached the village as a giant animal?
Yeah, it'll be fine. Direwolves don't get this big.
Very well. Also,
But no,
real quick, guys, we have just been raided by Paradoxical Ghoul. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us and bringing your community here. My name is Malcolm, the Dead Loads Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. We're playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Pathfinder Curse of the Crimson Throne, an adventure in which our heroes have just rescued a small child from a bear and have been gifted by our lovely audience a wagon that is themed after the very famous Hanna-Barbera cartoon Yogi Bear. So it is a picnic basket on wheels with 2 bear drivers that launches pies at people. Yep, that's what's happening right now.
Dante will get into the thing once he sees them come out with it after changing back.
All right. you make your way back to the town, and for the purposes of brevity, you return and you return the child. They are very grateful for your return and will offer you a supply that you can use in order to travel from Hars, which is where you guys currently are, to, of course, your next location, which is Abken. Now, in Abken, they tell you there is a large ferry, large enough that you'd be able to take the wagon all the way up the river to Kayamaga. They will give you a free pass to ride said ferry. This comes from the town mayor after hearing about where you're heading and what you're doing. Normally, it would be quite an expensive venture for 6 people to travel with wagon and cargo. However, the town has a very special permit to ship cargo, as it were. So, yep, they're going to give that to you and tell you that if you can deliver these supplies to Kayamaga with, you know, whatever you're bringing as well, we can give you this pass, and it's a free ride.
Yeah, sure. I don't see any
Sounds good to me.
reason we shouldn't do
Very
that.
good. I give them a cherry pie. Thank you very much.
They thank you for the cherry pie, and it is quite tasty.
Agnes just scowls at the cherry pie and sniffs.
It is not as good as your cherry pie, for sure.
It's not as good as your pie.
It's not as nutritious either.
I mean,
right.
you know, I prefer apple myself, Agnes. But it is an infinite pie dispenser.
It is technically an infinite pie dispenser. All right.
Probably all sugar and no real fruit.
That's not even sugar. All right. So,
Corn syrup, oh no.
so our heroes continue their journey from Hars heading towards Abkin. The next day of travel, again, goes reasonably well. I would like for a volunteer to roll me a percentage to see how we go. And Paradoxical Ghoul is going to be the inspiration for my next encounter. Why? Because I can. 28. Oh, perfect. Wonderfully perfect.
I'm gonna hero point that.
You can't hero point it. Get out of here.
Yes, I
Here.
can.
You can't.
Yeah.
GM has
Point our
forbid.
rolls.
Das ist
You had a
verboten.
roll.
What level are you guys?
9.
9.
9.
9? Okay. Yeah, the twist is going to be starting here. Oh, I love that.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh,
Have we
I love
rested?
this. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Have
yeah.
we rested before this twist starts?
Oh, I
When he
guess.
gets this excited, it's
we
so
wanna
bad.
Fine. God. We want to rest. We
Uh,
don't want our characters to die.
How
Jeez.
long has it
I
been?
mean-
Freaking needy. Okay.
Alright.
Everyone's
have
healed. Everyone is up.
advantage.
Okay.
How
Oh,
long
I
has
just
it
saw the
been since
combat
we
tracker
left?
change.
What? No, don't worry about it. Okay. So, you're driving on the wagon. I need chat. Chat, give me a location. Any location. Pick a location. Where are we as our heroes are trying to rest and find a moment of peace, which I'm not going to give them. Anywhere at all.
Safe. Is safe a place?
No. Give me a location. Any location. A riverbed. Like, do you want them to be in the riverbed? Like, underwater? I'll do it, you know?
I'm assuming
Only
a
one of us
dried
can survive
riverbed,
that.
right, McClover?
Near an abandoned farm. That's not a bad one. A farmstead. We got a couple of farm ones here. Near a river.
you can't turn
Near a
into a
farm.
fish?
Okay, I like that. Okay.
I could see that. I could see that being plausible as well.
A bed made of rivers.
A river
What?
made of beds.
Okay.
Lava kit.
Very
A
well.
pond with an old hunter's
shack.
shack.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. I like that one. Okay, let's go with.
Oh, on the way as well as they've been traveling, as they've set out, whenever they had a moment where everyone was together, before now, Agnes will have filled everybody in on a strange encounter with the axe
Shoanti.
tattooed individual.
Oh,
Yeah.
please do while I build and set this up.
I'm gonna peek through the
Oh,
supplies
right.
that they're sending. I mean, I wonder if we're like, I hope this is okay stuff we're transporting here.
Oh, right. Yeah, so that was
Inadvertent
a
smuggling.
strange,
Kind of worried about it.
that was a strange man
Oh,
in
we'll be
the cave,
fine.
Yeah.
one of those Shoantis. Yeah. He said he'd come to kill the bear creature, but I said that you guys would have handled it by now. He seemed a little disappointed, and also as if he didn't really like children very much. I'm not sure what that was all about, but
Oh, I mean,
Some
not
people
everyone
don't
likes
like
children.
it.
I mean,
It's true. Not everyone likes children.
I like the ones you can hand back once they've, start crying. Like, I don't mind playing with, kids playing fun hide and seek games and things, but once they start getting grumpy and upset, it's like, where's the parent here?
yeah,
Give the child
yeah,
back.
exactly. I mean, and I generally tend to have too many volatile chemicals around for children to come visit me. Not that I even know any.
Fair. All right.
But so, like, why was the Shoanti coming to like kill the bear? Just for fun? Did he?
Well, no, because it was disrupted, it had become corrupted, and he was going on about an evil or something awakening in the land. I wouldn't be surprised if it
Well,
was
I
the same
mean,
thing we were after. I mean, I did
I
say that,
mean,
I hinted at
yeah,
what we're doing, but he didn't really seem to bite, so well, whatever.
yeah. I mean, I can't imagine. We've got another ancient evil awakening in the lands, and damn, well, we've definitely got problems. But
Said
I
that the
got a
wild
feeling.
lands cannot be tamed, which, I mean,
Well, I
is
mean, Harses. Do I know how long Harse has been around?
It's been around for a long while.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, that town's been there for 100 years or more. I mean, it's not like this is a frontier. It's an established town and a trade hub. It's not like people are just coming out and trying to bust in and tame the wilds here. I would argue that they were tamed a while ago. As far as at least where we are, I don't know that they're necessarily going out and trying to expand or anything. Just seems strange that someone would be all like, "Oh, don't go tame. You cannot tame the wilds." Well, I don't know.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna be like a kid in the back of a limo. I'm pressing all the buttons in the carriage, trying to see what stuff does.
Yeah, I should probably go over it with an Arcana check or a crafting check too. But...
Ollie's just eating pies nonstop.
Make a
it's
fortitude
saddening.
save.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, for the pies?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they are weaponized pies.
Oh no, have I killed the people in the town?
Maybe. No, you haven't. All right, what do we get? We got a 32. Oh, you're fine. You're feeling a little queasy eating too many pies, but that's about it.
Okay. She'll sigh and take a break.
All right.
Do I find the button that ignites the flame armor?
You do.
Does it
The
hurt our
whole
bear drivers?
The whole the whole basket catches fire and then puts out, and then catches fire and then puts out. It's like a light switch that you're turning on and off again. Now, keeping in mind when you have it active, you can't board the wagon either, so that's something to just
Right.
be just something to consider.
Understood.
Yeah, after seeing Quinn do that, Patrick's definitely gonna take an eye over it and just kind of like investigate the mechanisms to see if you can understand how it works. So we're not pushing random buttons.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
As
it's not
fun
gonna
as
be too difficult for you to figure it out. Patrick is, of course, an arcanist and is quite adept at this sort of magic. So yeah, not a problem.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we only want to use that button when we're in here. Otherwise, whoever's on the outside is going to get stuck unless they want to be flambéed. Pie seems to be a simple pie summoning spell, you know.
Indeed, it is.
Not really quite sure how much damage they'll do, but you know, can hopefully obscure people's vision and see if we can charge that up maybe in the future. Get some time and act do once.
All right. In the night, are you setting a watch?
Yes.
Miracle be on.
Okay. Merc's on watch. Anyone else?
We're
I
gonna
can take a shift.
Yeah, I'll take a shift as well.
Dante will also take a shift.
All right. Not a problem.
I mean, there's 6 of us. We can do if we do it in 3 shifts, but 2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Done and done. Can I get who is on the second shift to make a percentage roll, please? Sorry, perception roll.
Right. I was gonna be on second perception.
I mean, it doesn't. I can't find anything that says I require sleep at all. So I can be on
Do you have
all
anything that
3.
says you don't?
I've got nothing that says I do.
Neither does anything else in this world. You notice how like none of the races or classes say must eat and sleep? Yes. Having something not written on your sheet does not exclude it. Because by that logic, Mercutio has the
look at
ability
that.
to fly,
I don't-
breathe underwater.
So do I.
I know, it's crazy. Look at all the stuff that's not on our character sheet that apparently we now
I
can
know,
do
it
because
doesn't
it's
say I
not written down
can't.
anywhere. Amazing.
Right? Okay. Under my undead hunger. Additionally, while you don't sleep, okay, so I do need to enter like a meditation for 4 hours. That's about it.
So a catatonic state, essentially.
Yeah,
It's just like elf resting.
pretty much.
Cool. All right, done and done.
So I could be on the
Right.
second and third then.
Well, I got a 23.
A 23.
31.
And a 31. Okay. In the middle of the night.
Okay.
Like human yelling or
Animal. No.
Just distressed yelling.
Like the sound a
Yes.
fox makes?
No, more like the sound an ogre or a giant would make.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake everyone else up. Guys, we may have a problem here. Something loud and angry seems to be approaching.
All
Oh
right.
goodness, what's that?
I hope you
Oh.
guys appreciate the level that I go to for you guys.
Just for us.
always.
Just for
Aw,
you guys.
shucks.
Let's see. Here we go. Because I have right here for you guys. Something just for you,
Mm-mm.
which I'm going to do this and that, and that, and then this, and then...
Bespoke crafted just to kill you.
And then that other thing.
Well, no, actually. Ah.
Oh, we had a giant wagon fall on us.
It's a big picnic basket.
I mean, it can't hold 6 people and 2 bears. So
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Fair.
Boom! Picnic basket!
You're the best.
There you go. And look, it's even got little tiny wheels and everything.
woo.
Picnic basket wagon that I've made. Do 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 do. Yep. All right. Okay. So, the noise seems to come from the south, and running through the forest, you could see what appears to be a large green-skinned troll. It clutches its ears, it screams, and it seems to be roaring in pain. It seems to be scratching and digging at what looks to be its neck, causing its green caustic blood to sort of spill on the ground. The others have kind of awakened, but, you know, like, it's kind of like practice that until the watch sort of, you know, calls to arms, it's like, yeah, it's probably not for us to deal with yet, maybe. But Patrick and Mercutio, this is what you see.
Yeah, well, you know, I think that's a call to arms. We've got a angry, distressed troll charging.
Yeah, go wake them. Oh, I'll stay here and defend.
All right. We're going to go to a brief initiative as we hit this right here. And let's get some battle music.
Oh
yeah.
man, this is accurate on the last 3 initiatives.
All right, there we go. All right, Padraig, you're up first. And Mercutio goes to wake the others.
It was the other way around.
Well,
Oh, never mind. Then Padraig, you go to wake the others.
yep, I'll go wake him up.
All right. Quinn, you are the first to be aroused by Padraig. Padraig, what do you say to Quinn?
And say, hey, we've got a angry, distressed troll charging us. Might want to get up.
Huh?
Yeah, troll.
Okay.
incoming.
Danger. Got it.
Yeah.
So I gotta draw my sword. My eyes.
All right. Troll! Ah! All right. Quinn, you awaken and peer outside, and you likewise can see the troll, as I mentioned, sort of scraping and shedding its own blood. It's like ripping into its own flesh, and it's just roaring in pain and anguish. But, Mercutio, we're going to go to you first.
Quick question. What is a stride?
It's a walk. You are striding, you are walking, you're taking a movement. Hey, Forgelor, welcome in.
Okay.
Good to see you, mate. How are you?
Because I have a spell that lets me stride as part of the action.
Sure. That means you get to move as part of an action.
What?
That means you get to move as part of the action.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
it just states that you move up to your speed.
Once again, Merc tries to call upon Iomede's power as it kind of just fizzles out, but instead of casting Enlarge, it's Athletic Rush,
Mm-hmm.
which gives me a plus 10-foot status bonus to my speed, plus 2 to athletic checks. And as part of casting the spell, I can stride, leap, climb, or swim.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe, because that's 35 total feet, that's straight up in his face.
Sure, yeah.
All right. And then we're going to try to bonk.
Okay. That is a hit.
Hell yeah. Now is it going to resist?
10 points of damage as you cut into its body.
All right, and then action 3. Actually, instead of attacking, I am going to raise my shield.
You actually notice this creature is quite severely injured. In case you wanted to make that last attack.
You know what? Screw it. I'll make my second attack, and I'm gonna hero point that.
It's kind of funny. Okay, very well. Hero point.
There we go.
All right, another hit as your blade rips
Damn,
through
almost
it.
max damage.
Almost max damage. All right. With your hit, the troll collapses to the ground, crashing through some of the broken rubble nearby where you are.
I'm gonna inspect it, see why it was just rampaging randomly.
Sure. It looks pretty dead, but at this stage, everyone, now awoken by Padrick, makes their way out of the wagon to see Mercutio standing by the body of this large troll.
Why did you guys wake me up?
Well, there was a troll running at us, but it looks like Mercutio just killed it.
It was acting really weird.
Yeah, scratching at its neck or something. Don't trolls usually get back up again?
They
I
do,
thought
usually.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Merc's gonna take the tip of his sword and kind of like poke its head to like move it to get a better look at its neck.
Sure. You take a look at its neck, and you can see it appears to have what looks to be teeth marks in its neck. Not like vampire bite marks, but like a full set of like humanoid teeth. A huge chunk has been torn out of its neck, and the wound seems infected.
That's weird.
You then hear a sound like breaking wood.
I knew it.
Oh, I don't like that.
Which direction?
Directly in front of you. The neck snaps on the troll. Its eyes shoot up. Its eyes are pitch cloudy and white. As it awakens as a ghoul, it reaches up and tries to grab at your foot, Mercutio. Which it does so. Now, are you immune to paralysis?
I do not believe so.
I would hope so.
Just death effects and negative.
All right, make a fort save as you are grabbed with this vicious claw. And this, by the way, comes courtesy of our new raider friends from over at Paradoxical Ghoul. Thank you for the inspiration.
25.
25 is... Hold on, wait, I need to... Where is my... I've lost it. Hold on one sec. One moment. I just need to find my DC panel. There it is. No, it's not. Where's my DC panel? Panel! Hello? Where are you? There it is. DC panel. You guys are currently level 9?
Yes.
9.
The DC is 26.
Okay, then I would like to use my one champion reaction, where is my divine grace, which gives me a +2 bonus.
Divine
making that
grace, you
27.
say?
Yes.
Let's have a look. Where's your divine grace?
Oh wait,
ability?
it's against a spell though, so if it's not a spell, I guess I can't.
It is not a spell.
All right. Well. Shit.
Ow.
Oh well. All right.
All right.
I've got something else for if it does damage to me.
As your body stiffens and you end up paralyzed by the ghoulish touch, the now undead troll rises and unleashes a terrifying roar. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is a story for another time. Thank you so much for coming and joining us today. We hope that you had a great time. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. A very special shout out and thank you to my wonderful players for being a part of this. A special shout out to all the people who donated and subscribed to the channel today. A very, very, very warm and happy thank you to all the people who helped push my way through the Gen Con fundraiser today. And I'm so glad that we now have a giant picnic basket. For those of you who didn't get a good look at it, here, this is the picnic basket wagon that I made. There it is. Do you like it? It is a picnic basket. I made it with my, I made it in paint with myself, with my hands. Very proud of it.
Now we need to get hero forges of the two bears.
That's true. We need to do Hero Fortress of the Bears. All right. Yes, we'll do the yogis and we'll put them up in the thing. But anyway, guys, this has been a lot of fun. Let's see who is out and about and ready to raid with us today. What is going on? Ooh, Lou Boffin's doing some cooking. Always love that. Let's see. Where are all my Pathfinder folk at? You know what? Let's go hang out with Scarlet. We love Scarlet. Scarlet's got her D&D game going on. Scarlet64, dear friend of the channel. We adore Scarlet. She is a good bean. Also plays a lot of Pathfinder as well. They're doing their Out of the Abyss campaign, so we're gonna go send some love to Scarlet64 and her team. But guys, as always, be kind to each other, be good to yourself, drink water, get plenty of rest, and as always, until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks!
Bye-bye.